everyone, you're most welcome to a wonderful podcast that is Fake News Fighters Podcast. The best podcast that gives you awareness education on the real about climate change. And at this podcast, we aim to overcome and combat these fake news which are currently spreading, especially in our daily life, even in social media that tend to hinder the climate action movement. So, deep into it, what we're going to discuss, especially the real about climate action, just keep staying tuned and understand more. But also this podcast is me, Miss Neema Illness, and I'm highly connected with my fellow climate activists. Catherine A.I. Are you good? Let's give me a high five. Alright, I'm with Sandra also. How are you? Are you good?
Very good.
Alright, together we're going to give you real about the climate change, and we're going to give you on how we are the climate activists, we overcome or we fight this fake news which are highly spreading and tend to hinder our climate action movements. Alright, back to Catherine and Sabi.
Yes.
I know there are various terms that apply to fake news or that tend to mean one of the wrong news spreading about the climate action. So can you share us some of these terms?
I would like to talk about misinformation. When we are talking about misinformation, we are talking about information which are being spreaded by people who are not educated, who did not search deep enough to know the sources, to know the reasons why people give them such kind of information. So when we are talking about this information, of course they are fake because they are not well searched deep. So when we are saying about it, we are talking about fake information. So I think we have to educate people a lot in this sector, because we need information which are real, because we are people who are very close to the government. We are bringing information to the government, so we need people who are giving us real information. Yeah.
Alright, that's nice. So you are speaking about the misinformation spread accidentally.
Yes.
Alright, that's nice. What about Sabi? Can you give us the other term?
Thank you. Okay, actually, I'm going to explore about the climate disinformation.
Alright.
And I'm going to explore into two ways. The first is general, and the second is anthropological. Okay, by starting in anthropology, refer to the how those fake information or fake news are transformed or shared from one person to another or from one generation to another. But generally, climate disinformation refer to the intentional shared or spread of fake news or fake information from one person to another by personal view or personal interests. And actually, this climate disinformation can be spread or shared through social media platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and others. But also can be shared through fake news websites, but also can be shared through political propagandas.
Alright.
Yes.
Alright, that's nice. So you're speaking about the disinformation, right?
Yes.
Spread it intentionally.
Yes.
Alright,
intentional.
I think Catherine and Sabi, those are the key terms used in fake news, right? And I can add more. The one is malinformation. We are the climate activists. We encounter this long news or long information, and normally this malinformation that is spreaded to harm the movement, to harm a person who is doing the advocacy on the climate action. So malinformation, this is the long information spread with the intention of hinder or harm a particular movement of climate action. So that was all about the few terms that I used and describe generally this fake news, including misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation. And actually today we will dig deep in disinformation, explained by Sabi, right?
Yes.
Alright, so we are the activists of the climate. In our field we do a lot, right? And can we speak a little bit and have a discussion on how this climate disinformation tend to hinder our climate action movement? Start with Catherine on your field.
Thank you again. And on my field, yes, I'm facing a lot of problems. But one of the most one is trust. Because I'm searching information and I'm meeting people. I've been meeting a lot of people, and I've been asking them a lot of questions, but they seem to not cooperating with me because they don't trust me, they don't trust our work. Why they don't trust us? Because of those information they get, because they think that, oh, these people don't take information just for them to get money or what, but that is not true. We want to get information from them. We want them to trust us so that they can give us what they have, what problems they face in climate, what kind of action they want us to take, what do they want us to tell the government. So the government is using us, and the government wants us to tell them the news. What are we facing? What are those problems those farmers are facing? Because in our country, we're depending a lot on agriculture. Agriculture is everything on our country. Yeah, people are studying, people are working, they eat because of agriculture. So I think we need to work on trust, because it hinders a lot. Any people, they don't trust our sources, they don't trust what we're saying, because they think like we just want money. No, we want to help them, we want to help even our family. Yeah, that's it.
So the spreading of the fake news tend to hinder
Trust.
your area of work because of low in trust currently.
Yeah.
All right, I think that is high problem a lot. We climate activists hinder our movement due to low trust in the community that we normally work with in advocating this climate action. Back to Sabi.
Yes.
Can you share us a little bit on how this climate disinformation hinder your field of climate action?
Thank you again for this.
Chance. For sure, this climate disinformation can hinder in this field in the following ways. Firstly, it's led to confusion, misunderstanding, and conflict. Like how? Let's say we are a farmer and we don't have more information about how can we cultivate our crops. So when someone comes with a fake news, can lead to us to get into conflict and the confusion on how can we plant our crops. So not only that, but also this climate information can lead to inadequate belief and subjective belief among our works. For example, on my side, I'm artist. So due to this climate disinformation led to inadequate belief in our works which we prepared. And for example, in my work, I prepared a picture. This is the picture.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is the picture of a woman who our baby.
So Sabi, you do draw?
Yes,
You're
I'm
an artist.
I am an artist.
And you're drawing normally advocate for climate action.
It's actually I advocate for climate and the also social issues of course.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
So this is the woman who have a baby, and they have a lot of tasks in arts. Who his hand is work in his hand and his hands. So actually, yes. So in this picture, it shows about, for example, here writing that inadequate of lake forget the hardship of life. But also this baby cry for his mom, for her mom, that mom, the sun is very hard. So this picture portrays a lot of images in our side.
She's already on iPad. She wants to school.
Okay.
She wants to study the language. She wants to study this. I need that. So yeah, it portrays a lot of information. Because you can see she's
Carrying the vegetable.
Yeah, she's doing the vegetables.
Right.
Here she's here she showed the map. Here she carried the map of the shop.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, and actually, when I say that, I can say it portrays an area of climate action, especially this kind of woman to advocate for climate action. You can see holding this microphone. Yes, in which it portrays advocacy, a lot of women in the direction of climate action. So this is nice. Congratulations, Sandy. This is real nice. And you can see a baby craving for the sun due to intensive global warming or high temperature. One of the effects of the climate change is it. All right, this is nice. Okay, anything else to add?
So I conclude that this kind of information led to inadequate of trust to our work.
Okay.
Due to some information which are not real about the climate, and we also added the use pictures and work on it about the climate information or fake news about the information. So through my webcam, drawing a picture and painting can advocate for climate, good information and the real information about the climate.
All right, this is nice. Congratulations, Sabi. You want so much here. Incredible. Yes, so that was all about Sabi. So you have to speak on how this climate disinformation hinders our movement, right? In the issue of trust, also to facilitate the easy performance of our work, activity, program, the community, all about the climate action. So I think even you, what you asked, you have a lot to speak about this on your field at the climate activists on how you face hard into the spread of fake news. Now by concluding, Catherine and Sabi, we have discussed a lot on how this fake news is spreading in various ways, putting those 3 terms, right? And we have spoken on how it hinder our field of climate action. So can you speak now in a scenario that either Sabi or Catherine you have encountered in the field and news? And how did you overcome it? So start with Sam.
Thank you. Actually, on my career or my platform, I am anthropologist and I am artistic. I'm drawing different pictures. But starting in anthropology aspect or anthropology aspect, in anthropology we learn about human ecology, but also learn about anthropological development in the development of anthropology. At anthropology, that we go direct to the field which is society or community. So actually previous days, I went to my aunt there, and I found her learning about their crops. It's dry, and he blamed this is due to witchcraft.
Oh,
actually, this is not
that's low production due to witchcraft.
Yes, but actually, due to climate aspect, this is not real. Yes, this is saying climate disinformation. So, in such a way, I use my art to prepare the picture which I portray about such situation which are found in my village.
Okay.
And this is a picture which I prepared. This is my hand.
Okay.
I put in the picture.
So you created an image.
This image
The scenario.
which I draw on my own to portray about what my aunt talk about, and they blame about the drying of crops. This is maize. Drying of maize is due to witchcraft. Actually, in climate this is not real.
Yeah.
Since as we know we are climate. Two ways, as I said before. First, in anthropology, as I said, human ecology. And here we say about relationship between human and environment. So this scenario. Human activity like maybe deforestation, mining, and other activities actually led to global warming and other aspects. But also, in my career, I'm drawing a picture in the artistic, I can advocate them and provide more education and awareness to them about the proper ways to explain about the climate change. And I'm preparing some. This is not witchcraft. Actually, this is due to changing climatic conditions.
Okay. Right. And our laws too, especially for the weather, right? Okay, that's nice. So, finalizing, this was Sabi and your auntie. Okay, this is amazing work. you ever encountered a scenario of crime disinformation?
Thank you so much for again. And on my scenario, on my field, I've been visiting these people who are selling markets, and a lot of them believe that they don't believe in parents to actually not have parents information. They just believe that we will sell according to a great time, for to be either it's the goal is a high or low. So I'm educating them on how the next part of the next version works, and telling them, educating them, and then of course they understand. So my advice on this is educating them, educating them with what you have.
Alright, and Sabi, your advice to end up?
Shortly, let me advise show this image.
Alright, this marks the end up of our podcast session. I hope you learned a lot and you have understood a lot on the real about the climate change and how to fight this climate fake news. And we say climate fake news, fight us, and we say bye.